Hello, hello, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to Coffee and Clarity with Grace. I am really glad that you are here. And as always, I always want to tell you this is not a webinar, not a training, and not a sales call. This is our table, and this is one place each week where we can slow down, tell the truth, and talk honestly about what it looks like to build drift funnels and build our businesses with clarity, steadiness, and peace. So, again, thank you for being here with me this morning. Today, I want to talk about something close to me. I want to talk about what it means to start a business and, not just talk about starting and not just dream about starting, and not just to say, one day I'm going to build something. Actually, start. The reason I'm saying this is because I started a business of my own outside of DriftFunnels. And I've also helped my sister to start a business. And through both of those experiences, I'm seeing even more clearly why the start a business section of DriftFunnels inside DriftFunnels matters. Why it matters. Excuse me. A lot of people, they really don't need somebody to tell them that they have potential. No, they already know they have potential. What they really need is help turning what they know, what they can do, who they can serve, and what they have available right now into a real business path. Because the things that they need are structure, clarity, and a next step. That was my sister. And then sometimes, they need someone or something to help them stop overthinking long enough to start. So today, as always, I want to talk about what I'm seeing, what I'm learning, what I'm wrestling with, and what I'm appreciating as I think about starting my own business, helping my sister start hers, and watching Drift Funnels become a place where other people can start too. So we just dive right in like we always do. What I'm seeing. What I'm seeing is that starting a business isn't always about having a perfect idea. Sometimes it starts with what's already in your hands, right? You know, most times people have, you have experience, you've got skill, you've got a story. Everybody has relationships. Some people have work ethic. I can't say everybody because I don't know, but some people have work ethic, and then you have an eye for what people need. You've got the ability to solve a problem and you have willingness to learn. And that's what I saw in myself. And that's what I also saw why I was helping my sister. And, sometimes, the business isn't hiding somewhere, it's not hiding or hidden somewhere far away. Sometimes it's sitting right inside what you already know how to do. We just don't think about it. The problem is most people don't always know how to recognize it. People may have the skill, but they don't have the structure. Or they can have the heart, but they don't have the offer. They can have the idea, but they don't have those next steps. And then they can also have that desire, but they don't have the confidence. People may have that ability to help somebody, but they don't have a system to turn that help into something people can understand, trust, and pay for. Okay. That's the real part right there. And so, that's where people get stuck. Uh, they don't always need a brand new life. Sometimes people just need that business path built from the life that they already have. And that's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing at the beginning, it doesn't always have to be glamorous because I don't know anybody whose beginning was glamorous, but it just has to be clear enough to move. So that's what I'm seeing. And what I'm learning is this. Starting a business requires way more than excitement because we can be gung ho. Yeah, I'm getting ready to start a business, but if you don't know, when am I going to start? No, because excitement it is great. It's beautiful. It gives you energy and it helps you imagine what's possible. But that excitement itself, it doesn't tell you what to sell, who to serve, how to price your business, how to collect the payments, how to build that proof, or how to follow up with the people who are interested or who buy from you. And this is the reason why structure matters. And this is what I love about the start a business section inside Drift Funnels. You know, it asks, what business do you want? But it's also helping somebody think through certain questions, like what do you already know? Who do you naturally understand? What kind of work can you realistically do? How much time do you have? What kind of business model makes sense for you right now? Not in the future, but right now. What can you start with first? What proof can you begin collecting? How will you get paid? That's a very important thing to know. How will you keep your business organized, and how will you protect what you're building? All of those questions, they matter. Starting a business, it shouldn't feel like standing in a room with 1,000 doors and no direction. Okay. There should be a way to walk through that first door with clarity. And I'm learning that business doesn't become real just because you name it. Yeah, I can name a business all day long, but yeah, it becomes real when you give it a path. That path has to be that first offer, that first audience, that payment setup, that first proof system, the first way to follow up, and that first operating plan. And so that's what I'm learning. I'm learning that a business needs somewhere to begin. What I'm wrestling with is this. I'm wrestling with how many people never start because starting feels too big. And I know we've all been there before. Those of us who have businesses or are wanting to start a business, it feels very big. So those who are wanting to start, they think they need everything figured out first. I know I did. Okay. And I know it's people out there like me. You think you need everything figured out first. You think you need a logo first. You think you need the perfect website built. You think you need a huge audience. And you think you need to know every legal, marketing, payment, and technology step before you can begin. Mm-mm. I do understand that. And starting can feel overwhelming. It can. Even when I started my own business, there were moments where I had to grow into the identity of the person building it. You know, and then helping my sister to start her business, it reminded me that sometimes people they don't need pressure, they need a simple path. And they need somebody to say, hey, start here. Answer this question. Choose this first. Set this part up next. Uh Build the thing you sell. Okay. Create the way people pay you. Collect that proof as you go. And then don't wait until everything is perfect to begin moving. Because it'll never be perfect. Okay. If you wait till everything is perfect before you begin moving, nobody's going to want your product anymore because somebody that has started the same thing you did, they started. They didn't wait till everything was perfect. They just moved. You got to move before you're ready. Mr. Smith says that all the time. And I remember that. You have to move before you're ready. And so I'm wrestling with how to make starting feel less intimidating for people. Truth is, many people are closer than they think. I know people, mentors that I've had when I was in network marketing as well as now with Mr. Smith. He'll tell me, hey, you're closer than you think. Okay. You know, people aren't unqualified. They're just unstructured. They're not empty. They're just unclear and they're not lazy, just because they're not starting. No, they're not lazy. They're just carrying too much uncertainty. What if this and what if that? No, 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 no. We got to get that out of your head. And when uncertainty gets heavy, people delay. They'll pause and then they talk themselves out of starting. We don't it does not take long for you to talk yourself out of something, that in your heart that you need to do. But because you don't know what's going to happen down the road, let me pause for a minute. Because they wait for a perfect version of themselves that may never arrive. Okay. That's what I'm wrestling with. How do we help more people start from where they are without making them feel like they have to become someone else first? That's what I'm wrestling with. And finally, what I'm appreciating DriftFunnels being built to meet people at the beginning. That's what I'm appreciative of. I'm appreciative that DriftFunnels is built to meet people at the beginning. And again, that's where the start a business section comes in because people that come into DriftFunnels, not everybody's going to be polished, and we don't need that. Okay, that's really when we want people not when they're polished, not when they already have a full business, and not just when People already know their offer or their audience, content, payments, proof, and system at the start. That's what DriftFunnels meets people at the start. It's at the place where somebody says, you know what, I think I can build something, but I need help knowing what it should be. We got you. Okay. That part, that matters to us. That matters to me. A lot of people have something in them that can serve people, but they need help organizing it. They have it in their head all day, and it's really good. They just need help organizing it, leading them in the right direction, and they need a system. That beginning, that beginning is sacred, and is where courage shows up, and someone decides, I'm going to try. That's what the beginning does. The beginning is where someone takes what they know, they take what they have, what they can do, and what they're willing to learn. That's the most important part. What they're willing to learn and start turning it into something real. Now, I appreciate that I got to experience this from both sides, from myself building a business and helping my system. Okay. I know what it feels like to help someone I love start theirs. And that gives me a different kind of respect for the process. Starting, ladies and gentlemen, is not just a strategy. Starting is emotional. It requires several things: belief, clarity, honesty, and support. And it also requires a system that helps people keep moving after the excitement wears off, because the excitement will wear off. And that's when the work really begins. But that beginning matters. And that's what I'm appreciating this week. Sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is help somebody begin. And so those are the four things that I have seen, learned, wrestled with, and appreciate. And so now it's your turn. I want to hear from you. So what I'm going to do is put these four questions in the chat. And as always, you can either unmute your mic and answer the questions, or you can type them in the chat. As always, again, you may not have an answer this week, but something may change for you next week. So here's our first question. What are you excited about right now? What are you excited about right now? Go ahead, Otis.
Hey, how's it going? And good morning, everyone. So, what I'm excited about right now is the pace and what the the broad range that drift funnels have. How's it going? I do see a lot of potential with that, and not only with the potential, it's just going out and getting people. The market is right there for us, waiting for us just to let them know we exist. And that's, I think, is the bottom line. I'm excited for that.
All right. Good, good, good. Thank you. Okay. Yes, we have something to offer for everyone. I'm excited about that as well. All right. Thank you, Otis. Okay. All right. If no one else, okay, go ahead.
I'll go.
Dr. G,
So
go
I,
ahead.
I think what's really exciting too, Grace, is, I'm in here while you're talking and listening, just kind of playing with the system and just how quickly it adapts to what you need it to do. Like I'm looking in here. Now there's a Dream 100. Now, if you go into the games, stuff comes up in there. It's evolving quickly into a system that touches everyone. When we started this just a few weeks ago, it was a system that could do that, but there was the church, there was the realtor, and you just can see how it's broadening, but still very pinpoint to what it needs to do. And I think that's exciting because now when somebody goes in there and looks at it, they don't just go, it's for a realtor. It's just for a it's where do I fit? There's so much in there that finds where you can fit, that it opens a lot of doors, which is very exciting.
Very excited. Thank you so much, Pastor Tony. Yes. Okay. Listen, every every day. Okay, Pastor Tony. When we open up the when you open up Drift Funnels, it's always something new. Because I promise, every time I'm talking to somebody about Drift Funnels, I'm going to a certain section to help, because they tell me what it is that they would like. And so I go to those sections, and then I press things and I'm like, oh, does this too. Antonio just said, if you do it right now, it'll happen. Okay. No. Um, hold on here. Let me see here. Let me go. Uh, okay, because he is correct. Hold on. Let me share this screen for the people. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Okay. So, yes, this is just, ladies and gentlemen, once you log in or sign up for DriftFunnels, because it is free forever, as soon as you log in and see, this is the home page, your overview page. Yeah, this didn't look like this yesterday. It didn't. Mm-mm.
Scroll all the way
Yeah,
down.
yeah. It did. It.
Let's put it more. No, scroll down and meeting on the left.
Okay. And, oh, the help and learn section, right? Okay. We have the pipeline operations intelligence.
First step, we got two, right?
Come- Okay, I'm starting. Oh, wait. Okay, yes. Wow, 2 million credits. Thought we were starting off with 1,000.
Oh, you already
Ooh.
bought those.
Okay, yes, 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 yes. Okay. My apologies. Yes, I did buy these. It's but so many new things. I'm just wow. Okay. So if I'm looking down, I'm going scrolling all the way down. Okay. Yeah, what Pastor Tony was talking about, games. Oh my goodness. Okay. We got fall games. I like it. I like it. Okay. So, okay, if I this is the Ascension Grid. Oh, wait up. Wow. And there's music. I don't know if y'all can hear this music, but I can. All right. Hold on now. Okay. 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 So I'm excited. I am very excited. I was always excited.
Story mode for $300.
Okay. Okay. Wait a minute. Okay, there we go. I gotta stop. Okay, hold on. Because this music is wow. And I don't know how to stop it. There we go. I
I had
think
the
so.
same
Yep.
problem. I had the same problem. I think you saw me panic at one point because I clicked on it and I went, "Oh,
Yeah.
I hear the music and I don't hear the meaning anymore."
Wow. Story mode is over 300 hours. Wow. 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 Listen, Mr. Smith is always working, y'all. Okay. Always working. Always working. I'm very appreciative. Very grateful. Oh, the game is free to play. Come on. Oh my goodness. Okay. So I'm excited. So now, Mr. Smith, I gotta talk to people about drift funnels. I can't get distracted and be playing the game all day. Oh my goodness. Okay. All right. Okay. So here's our next question. What are you carrying that feels heavy this week? And again, you may not have anything answers for all of the questions, but it's okay. What are you carrying that feels heavy this week? I'm gonna get the other question ready. Okay. Nothing. That is always good. Nothing, if you're not carrying anything that feels heavy, that is always a blessing. Okay. Get question 3 ready. It is this. What are you building this week? What are you building? All right, all right. Go ahead.
So, being gone all last week, the two things I'm working on is integrating what I'm doing with my lead forge side and drift funnels as well. So, kind of building both of those by one, learning drift funnels and how it helps me, and then how I can sell it. So there's so much new stuff in there. And I know we had our team meetings and that. I kept saying, I want to get in and need to take time to learn the system better because I was gone. This is my week to sit down and learn the system better because I was gone.
It's this.
Before Antonio changes at 47 more times.
Okay, Pastor Tony. Listen, we're gonna all have to sit in here and learn it this week. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Well,
I'm telling
actually,
you.
just learn it today because I know by tomorrow he'll
By
update
tomorrow, it's gonna have
something
something new.
something new that'll be really awesome.
You know it. You know it.
But that's really what I'm building on this week is just getting a better grasp of, okay, how's it benefit me, number one, and then number two, how's it benefit potential customers, potential clients, all that fun stuff, folks that I've signed up, folks that I know, folks that I need to sign up. How does that bring that all in? So that's my week of building out that side.
Okay. Good deal. Good deal. Good deal. All right. Um, hello, Miss Tracy. Good morning. Good morning. Okay, we are on our 4 questions. So if I'm going to start back at number one, just in case you have anything you would like to share. Our first question is, what are you excited about right now? If you have anything, you can share with us. You can unmute your mic, or you can put it in the chat. You may be teaching summer school right now. I'm not sure. So you may not be able to talk. Okay. So our first question was, what are you excited about right now? I'll just put it back there in the chat. And then our second question was, what are you carrying that feels heavy this week? And then we got to our third question was, what are you building this week? Okay. I know Otis had to come back in. I didn't know if he had anything to share. Otis, I see your mic is unmuted.
Yeah.
Was there anything you had to share? Go ahead.
Um, Two things. One, I did notice that help thing at the top. I think that's a great idea. And the last question was, uh,
What are you
what am I
building this
building
week?
this week?
Yes, sir.
And I would just say a greater understanding more of drift funnels. And I think that right there will never stop. Just continuing to understand it and what it can
Right.
do and the capability and applying it to as was mentioned on a call earlier, in which everybody can use. So also last thing, uh I'm in my mind I want to update my social media presence to accurately display this, such as in LinkedIn. I want to put the links there so everybody visiting my page, and not only on all of them, because people do see you. Um, Curiosity will get them and they'll click on the link. So this week, that's my goal is to build out my social media presence and change that such that it can reflect DriftFunnels.
All right. Oh, that's great, great, good deal. Yes. Okay. Because I'm telling you, every day, excuse me, every day when you put your link out there and people click, sign up and get started, I'm pretty sure they're gonna see something new every day. Okay. As long as Mr. Smith is behind the scenes every day. Oh, we're all gonna have something new to learn every day. Because he's gonna keep us on our toes. All right. Oh, okay. This week I'm trying to figure out where to start with drift funnels because it is so much. I understand. I understand, Tracy.
Last night we logged in.
Okay.
Just check that's
Okay.
green stuff.
Mr. Smith told me to ask you, Tracy, when was the last time you logged in? Because he has changed stuff tremendously.
Go to the green stuff you just saw. That helps people out. That's better purpose.
Okay,
Yep,
so hold
yep.
on. I want
One
to.
moment.
There's a new wayfinder to help you out with that.
Oh, okay.
You just share the screen.
Yeah, I'm sure getting ready to share my screen now. He said there's a new wayfinder. Hold on. Hold on here. This one. Oop. That's this one. How? Okay, I'm trying to see how to get back.
Type it. You went to the game section, so it's in the game.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Type
Oh, okay. So let me go back. Hold on. I gotta move this out of the way. There we go. There we go. Come back. There we go. Okay.
I got to drop.
that right there. So
Okay. No problem, Otis. Thank you for coming on.
Hey, not a problem.
All right. Everybody. Okay.
this is the wayfinder.
Okay. This error. Okay. So you see where it says concierge, build your page, start here. This is the wayfinder. Okay. And so anything that you click on, it's always going to be a wayfinder. Well, hold on.
No, yeah, Tracy, your feedback is fantastic. Somebody else gave me that feedback as well. That's why I started this Wayfinder thing. And if you scroll, you see everything, build your page this, it tells you where to start. And just go through it. And any other feedback that you have, just let me know. But this one homepage right here should help people get their business up and running in the first 90 seconds. That's the point of it.
I like it. All right, sir. Okay. Listen, again, we're all learning every day. every day. I'm excited about this. Tracy, I know you're gonna go through it with a fine-tooth comb because I know you, okay? Yes, you're gonna get excited all over again. Okay.
Oh, and
So-
every time they use it, it gets smaller.
Oh, every time I've just been told every time you use it, it gets smarter because it learns you and it learns, what it is that you're trying to do. So that's the great thing about it. So this is your drift funnels. Every time you sign in, this is your platform. And so that's really good. I really like that. All right. And then our last question. What do you need encouragement, prayer, or perspective on? What do you need encouragement, prayer, or perspective on? Um, listen, encouragement is always great. Hey, I'm going to continue to encourage Mr. Smith. Hey, keep going. If you feel down, let me know. Let me know what I can do to help so you can keep going. So we can help everybody with their dreams. Tracy said, thank you for that wayfinder. All right. Yeah. So yeah, Mr. Smith, keep going. I'm gonna keep encouraging you. Go, go, go. So, but yeah, I always grateful for the heart he has for people and the mind that he has. Because listen, his mind is scary. First of all, I don't know if I want to go in there, but I'm grateful to have that business partner who has this type of mind. All right. Just the general positive vibes we all try to bring. That's it, Pastor Tony. Sure will. Continue to have those so that we all can continue to grow and continue to learn. All right. Okay. So as we close this coffee and clarity with grace session, here's the thought I want to leave with you this week. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, here we go. Oh, okay, Tracy, you said I'm still understanding my next direction. Okay.
She would like me to build some sort of coach
And
that she can talk to and walk with.
Antonio said, would you like him to build some sort of coach that can talk you through and help you walk through to get that next direction? Oh, Pastor Tony put a thumbs up. She said yes. Yes. I think we was all like, Tracy, please say yes. So yeah. He said it shall be done. So great, another thing we can look forward to. I'm excited, okay? Because I am always a person. I will listen. We always tease Antonio and ask him questions before ChatGPT came out, and we ask him questions. And he say, "Why does some go to Google?" We was like, "You're Google. What are you talking about? This is why we come to you." So hey, you about to have your own. This is it. So I'm excited. Now, as we close, here's the thought I want to leave with you this week. Start with what's in your hands. Start with what is in your hands. That is the thought for this week. You don't have to have the whole business figured out today. Okay. A lot of that is my problem because I can't focus on if I have one thing, if I have more than one thing in my brain, I'm going to try and do it at the same time and nothing ever gets done. And so this is not just helping you, this is helping me. You don't have to have the whole business figured out today, Grace. You don't have to see the entire path before you take the first step, Grace. Okay, you insert your name if this applies to you as well. You don't have to become perfect before you begin, Grace. Look at what is already in your hands. Ask yourself these questions. What do you know? Who can you help? What problem do you understand? What skills do you already have? What if people asked you for help with? Okay, that's a big one. What can you offer first? What can you build simply? And what can you test honestly? A lot of times the beginning, a lot of times the beginning is not loud. Sometimes it's just one decision, that one offer, that one setup, that one conversation, that one payment link, that one customer. But one customer can explode your business. Listen, and that one clear next step. So this week, I want you to ask yourself, what can I start with what I already have? What can I start with what I already have? And when you answer that question, then take one clear step, not 10 scattered steps, Grace. One clear step. As always, thank you for spending this part of your morning with me. And thank you for always bringing your real self into this room. I'm always grateful we get to build together, and I will meet you back here next week at the table. Same bat time, same bat channel. This is your girl Grace, and I will see you at the top, not from the top. Have a wonderful Monday and a wonderful week. Love you, everybody.
You too. Have a good one.
You too.